Hey guys, what's going on? It is me, Taffy, and welcome back to the Binding of Isaac Rebirth. I really, honest to God, do have a card that now sits on my keyboard, lest I forget to write down the seed. I believe we were on a Lazarus run, which is good, because I'm happy to have tear effects back after that really wonky Azazel run. So let's go ahead and get the seed. 7L8EHEN 7. Excellent. So yeah, man, Taffy, how's your health? I don't know anymore. Oh, shit, he says. I don't know anymore, man. I know that I went to the doctor. I finally broke. When we canceled Sunday's stream, I gave in, and I went to the doctor, and, basically just said, listen, I am in a miserable way here. This room sucks so hard. I said, listen, I'm in a pretty miserable way here. I thought I had allergies. I have had a really hard time just surviving recently. I've had laryngitis, I've had a sore throat, I've had fever, I've had muscle aches, I've had fatigue, I've had general soreness, I've had cold sweats. So I need to know what's going on. So I wrote to them, you know, I wrote down all these things, and I told them, I was like, here's all the stuff that has happened, here's all the stuff that's gone on. I went and talked to a, oh well shit, I really kind of, in retrospect, wish I hadn't used that. There is an argument to be made that for Lazarus, what you can do is you can kill him and come back, and when you come back you have a damage upgrade, but you only have 1 heart of health if I remember correctly, which always makes me really leery about playing him that way, because as much as I think that I am a decent Isaac player, hello? As much as I believe I'm a decent Isaac player, I also believe that I am prone to making stupid mistakes at dumb times, so we'll probably just play him straight. I'm glad to see the goat head. I could actually use an overpowered run. All things considered, I could use a run that's over in 30 minutes because I have a phone call that I have to make. Otherwise, I'll just stop the recording and come back to it when I'm finished. So I go to the doctor's office on Sunday, not feeling well. My throat was killing me. I spent the night, Saturday night, out in the yard camping with Grayson, and that was awesome, except I couldn't breathe and I couldn't sleep because my throat hurt so bad that, like, it hurt so bad that it kept me awake. I got about 2 hours of sleep over the entire night, and then it also hurt so bad that it gave me a headache. So that was the point where I finally caved, where I was just like, listen, this, you know, it didn't cost me a night of fun. We still did s'mores and a campfire and all that kind of stuff, and I just kind of did my stiff British upper lip and went with it. And didn't let anyone see that I was actually kind of in pain the whole night, because Grayson, man, he loved it as much as I thought he would love it, so that justifies the pain that I went through to make it happen. And I'd do it again, and I'd sacrifice all of you to accomplish it. I don't mean that. I would totally sacrifice all of you to make Grayson happy. Roar! No, I felt bad that I kind of had to, hello? I felt bad that I had to kind of, hello? Jeez. Hey, RNGesus, heed my call and grant me the gift of fast running. I didn't like the idea that I had finally kind of been sick for long enough that it hindered, Jesus Christ, that it hindered my ability, make sure you got the seed, that it hindered my ability to enjoy my time with Grayson. So I caved in, I went to a doc in the box, also known as a patient first. If you're not from the States and you have a decent healthcare system in place, you won't know what that is. That's a place where you go, and it's like the drive-through of patient healthcare. You go and you sit down, and the whole thing's basically one big emergency room, but not really an emergency room. And you see a doctor who basically specializes in keeping your prices down, but you also kind of get cut rate treatment. So I went, and I sat down, and told him, I was like, yeah, I've got a sore throat, it's lasted for about a week, here's all the other stuff that's going on with me. I tried playing Hearthstone, I went 0-3 because A, I drafted an absolute shit deck, and B, the connection kept cutting out. So I lost entire turns, because the connection, even to 4G in this waiting room, was just atrocious. So, if you saw me go 0-3, only like 60% of that was my fault. Sadly, we won't get a deal with the devil on this first floor because the goat head doesn't take effect until the next floor. But that's fine, man. We got plenty of good going on. Luck up, health upgrades. Jesus, we got balls of steel. I mean, I might as well pick up the mysterious paper. I don't think it functionally does anything. I think it was something that was buried in the game for the intention of exposing the lost. We don't need spiders. We also don't need to be really careful about taking care of our spirit hearts because we won't lose any deals with the devil from here on out. We get complimentary deals with the devil with all of our in-flight services. So I sit down at the doc in the box, and I ask him, I'm like, hey, doc, what do you think's going on with me? And he was like, I don't know. And I was like, okay, do you have like a rough idea of what's going on? He said, oh, you know, your white blood cell count is elevated, so I think what happened was you're fighting a virus on top of your seasonal allergies. So what you'll need to do is you'll need to double up on your Flonase and your oh god, I wanted to say Cervidil, but Cervidil is the name of the stuff they use to dilate your cervix to make a baby come out. Claritin, I knew it started with a C. So it's like double up on your Claritin, double up on your Flonase, and here's some cough syrup with codeine. I'll go ahead and print off some information for you to read on the way out. And I was like, oh, okay, well that's very nice of you. Well, the information he prints off, the first thing, fine. The first thing that it says is a printout that says, hey, we took your vital statistics, and according to the body mass index, you're overweight. So lose weight, fatty. And then the rest of it was like, you may also be this. And so I took the entire trip basically to mean, we're not completely sure what's wrong. You may have a sinus infection, you may have a respiratory infection, you may have a virus, but what we do know for sure is that you're fat, Taffy. And then they poke me with a stick. That's not true, they put me with a needle to take blood. If they had put me with a stick, I probably would have gotten a little fight-y. I'd be like, hey Taffy, what's your problem? I'd be like, well, I need to fight this nurse who seems to think her shit don't stink. This is a champion version of Larry, so I think I'm gonna pick up that red heart, because I'm pretty sure if he hits me, I die. Which is not the end of the world in this situation, but it's also not good. So, let's focus down, I was gonna say let's focus down one. I was gonna just want to clear out the floor a little bit. So, yeah, man, I've got some cough syrup with codeine that I take at nights to help me sleep now. It feels like it's getting better. I'm really crushing it in the mornings. I'm taking Claritin and Flonase, and I'm gargling with hot salt water, and what else? What else am I doing? I'm back on my multivitamin. I'm trying to get back in the gym. I'm taking extra long hot showers to try to sort of lube the vocal cords, as it were. I guess we'll grab all this. I don't really want magic fingers, so we'll leave it behind. And this is actually functionally more useful than the mysterious sheet of paper. So, oh, Daddy wants. Do I have enough to get over there? I might if this one goes all the way through. Eey, okay. I want that. If we can get ourselves into a situation where a bomb is a realistic pickup for us. I'm really nervous about doing this way. Because these shots can explode, and if these shots explode in a cramped space, I'm going to be really sad in my heart. Oh, God. Okay. Whoo. Was there a bomb for sale back at the shop? Because I really want those 3 chests. I feel like so much good can come from that. Oh, my God. Curse of the moderately annoyed. Why are you taking me farther away from where I want to go? Dude. I've got no love for you. Let's bomb. So I feel better if you can hear it. I don't necessarily. I still got that rasp back there at the night. Oh my fucking god! I hate you so much. At the end of the night, it's weird. It's just like revert. Okay, so this is the room I want to be in. No, it's not. Where is the fucking room with the chests in them? Wow, game. Is this? Did you move them? Did you move them and then move them back? Is that seriously we're doing like a room shuffle? Is that? Oh my god. Thank you! Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Big round of applause for the room with the chests. Alright, let's just make sure that one gets through. Excellent. So now we have all of whatever this is. Oh yeah, baby. I don't know if that was totally worth it, but at least it all paid out. I was terrified I was gonna get like spiders or a live bomb from the red chest. I am, against my own better judgment, going to backtrack to see if maybe we can get into the secret room. So yeah, this is strangely reversed from every other situation I've ever been in, where normally if I'm sick, I go to sleep and I feel so much better. I'll do one more. Wow, I hate you so much. What a greedy, nasty little key beggar. Deep breath, Ryan. Come on. So, it's this bizarre backwards series of symptoms where I think I'm gonna feel better because I'm gonna go to sleep, and then I go to sleep, and that's like the worst time for the symptoms. So you know, I'm trying my best to muscle through it and get the sleep necessary to feel better. Growth hormones is a speed and damage up. Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna take everything that comes my way. like I said, I'm trying to knock this thing out before we get to, I don't want to lose deal with the Devil Precedent either. Like, this is a terrific run, and it's too good to waste on deals with the Angel. So, I will take Little Brimstone. I will sort of count on Little Brimstone for cleanup. I don't necessarily see it as being a situation where we're going to use Little Brimstone to carry us. I don't think it's necessary. I am a little bit worried about $3 bill screwing us over, but okay. Okay. Hey, there we go. So every night that I go to sleep, I get this like really bad hamburger feeling in the back of my throat, and I also get like this. It's like it feels like phlegm. Like if you're just like, oh, I just got to clear my throat. It feels like phlegm, but it hurts so bad, and it's so like it's as if I've got a tick. Fanny pack. Yeah, sure. I mean, that's not nothing. It's as though I've got a tick that's just hanging on to my tonsils. So, if you can take that lovely mental image and run with it, it feels like a tick is holding onto my tonsils. They said that they didn't see anything that was like too uber mysterious. Can you just come down here and fight me as though a man would? Oh my god, are we gonna do this forever? Oh, hey, stay there. There he's, nice. Oh, I think that's like a health upgrade. I want the ability to fly. I never don't want the ability to fly. So, I'm feeling good enough to say that I'm back. We'll find out whether or not that is still completely true. But I feel confident enough that I can say that I'm going to try to get back in the swing of things. Now, I'm going to do that gradually. I'm going to do that, you know, a video here, a stream there. Like, we don't really need what it would pull to us. I don't know that I should have done that. Bob's Rotten Head. It's a spacebar item, and we don't have a spacebar item, so I won't beat myself up too bad for picking that up. I could have screwed myself over. That could have been Bob's brain, although I think we have the skills necessary to pay said bills. So I'm gonna ease into it. I'm gonna try my best not to overdo it and put myself back in a hole. I am going to go back to the gym. I went back last night and did some cardio. Ultimately, I think the BMI, the body mass index, is kind of a crock of shit. I've got a friend of mine who is a recently returned soldier from Afghanistan, and he is a sponsored runner by Azumi Footwear, and looks like a little tiny superhero. And technically, the BMI lists him as being overweight because I think it does a shitty job of factoring in muscle mass. Now that said, it's not like I'm not fat. I'm just so strong that the BMI can't possibly understand my badassery. That's not it. I still have vanity weight that I could afford to lose, but I certainly don't think of myself as being in a situation where it's like, oh well, I need to lose weight or else I'm gonna have a heart attack by the time I'm 35. Dude, I've been eating right and going to the gym for like a year straight now. Demon Baby's fine, I guess. I'm gonna take both. Nobody gonna break my stride. Nobody gonna slow me down. Oh no. The nail? Yeah, sure, I'll take the nail over Bob's stupid head. Yeah, sure, I'll take the nail. I mean, after all, it's gonna keep us alive with enough spirit hearts to. Oh shit, I can't fly, and I desperately want. All right, well, 1 bomb for 2. I desperately want all those goodies, man. I want that pill. We've had pretty decent pills so far. I want all those keys. Oh, I guess I should totally use this. Yeah, the ability to fly, because I feel like already a couple times now, like 2020 keeps showing up. That can keep showing up. I am A-okay with that. But I also feel as though, A, I have to look for the secret room because I have money equals power, but B, I feel as though my reflection keeps showing up more frequently than I hoped. That is bad. Where is our... Oh, okay, I see our secret room. Never you fret, guys. I got it. I am... Oh, that's not it. That is so not it. Well, shit. It can't be there, right? It can't be there. Because that shit is blocked. On all sides, that shit is blocked. I guess it could technically be here? What a weird place for the secret room, man. But with money equals power and like 15 cents in here, I will get over it. At this point, I don't think the pushpin's gonna help us as much. Any money that we can get that we don't already have is baller status to us. Do I go back and buy? You know what? I can't see what the item is. The item could be like the tier jar or whatever, and that does us no good. So let's just go ahead. We'll go down to the next floor. We're moving at a pretty decent clip. I'll take the money, which you know is clearly useful damage upgrade status for us, and then yeah, I won't risk picking up like the jar of tears or the converter or some bullshit like that. I will go in here. I might as well. I don't want to backtrack. Hello, Krampus. Come on, lump of coal, baby. Don't be a doobie. We've got Tough Love as our random $3 bill effect in this room. Yay, lump of coal. Sorry, didn't mean to yell. I was just very excited. What do we got over here? Pills. Pheromones is fine. Tears Up is fucking amazing. We've got the best pills. Anything that we can do to upgrade our upgrade the amount of pills that we get. So the bottle, mom's bottle cap, or mom's jar of pills. That shit would be spectacular, spectacular. The words of our vernacular, because we have got stupid good pills right now. Which is not always the case, man. Normally in a run like this, I get really leery about taking pills because it's the fastest way to derail your entire run. But it is really working out. We've got health upgrades, we've got tier upgrades, we've got luck upgrades. We got balls of steel. This might be the single best pill rotation I've ever seen. Oh my goodness gracious. Okay, well first of all, I need to pop this. I should have done it earlier. I don't know if I didn't or needed to. I'm gonna take the battery. Battery is a damage upgrade plus health upgrade as long as we have the nail. Hive Mind is fine and everything, but we don't have any reason to believe. I mean, we're 1/3 of the way to Guppy. That's nice, but that's not anything that's putting me over the moon about. Oh, we're definitely gonna get Guppy. We don't know that. So we'll take the battery. That's a oh shit on me. That's an item we don't roll with very often, so I feel pretty good about mixing it up a touch. We get a key in this room, which is super fortunate. Hey, we were just talking about you, Tough Love. So we're gonna get toothy shots. I mean, we're rolling, man. We're rolling. What? I've been on a real fucking Limp Bizkit tear of late. I was listening to Richard Cheese, which is a guy who does a bunch of funky parodies of like hardcore songs, but does like the lounge singer version of them. And yeah, I think I want to say he does Nookie, and I was listening to that the other day, and it started me off on a whole. I'm not gonna put it on the stream for like music to listen to. I've realized that I don't care that much about it, but I cared enough about it to go back and be like, hey, maybe I should entertain the idea of a Limp Bizkit Taffy renaissance. I was wrong, and once I listened to some of the music, I realized I shouldn't do that, but it seemed plausible for a minute. Can I kick that? Really? I feel like if I have the ability to kick rocks, I should have the ability to kick open one of those gray chests. That's kind of a bummer. Let's go ahead and go in here and see what's going on with Chubb. Yeah, I feel pretty confident in our ability to get through this just fine. Yeah, we're rolling pretty decently here. I'll go ahead and use a little Brimstone. I don't like getting dependent on him, and yet at the same time, when you have the ability to hit multiple segments on a single boss, that's too good to pass up. Boy, we'll have to get really particular about what we take in here. Oh, right, we've already fought what's his nuts. We already fought Krampus and got the lump of coal, so good. Alright, let's see, is there anything else? Let's, in the interest of being thorough, shit. Oh, man, I don't know how I've managed to do a 17-minute run already. Because it's like, I feel like we've gotten a lot of upgrades, and yet, I guess there's still a plausible chance that we could end up... Oh, okay. There's still a plausible chance that we could end up going to the boss rush, which we still need for this character, so... I don't want to poo-poo it and be like, oh, boss rush, yeah. Wow, we need some range upgrades, which is not a phrase you get to utter very frequently. We still could make it to boss rush. I'm just not gonna sweat it too hard. It's just that's 2 floors that we have to do in 2 minutes, basically. That shit would have to fall into place pretty extraordinarily. I'll try though. I'll start scooting. We need it, so no sense in fighting. Can't fight the feeling. Been drinking a lot of coffee, man. A lot of coffee. Coffee warming up my insides. We're not gonna make boss rush because I want to see what's in this room. We will need another bomb to pot. Ugh. Okay, I don't think that's gonna be. I don't think that's gonna be a real. The dirtier the room, I feel like, and correct me if I'm wrong, I feel like there's 3 levels of room. There's the clean room, which means that you can definitely blow up. You can definitely blow up the carpet and find either an item, or you can find a full-blown. You can find a full-blown black market. Now, I also feel like there's a second level, moderately clean room that's like a little bit dirty. And that one, you've got like a 50-50 chance. But then there's like the one that we were just in now, and that place is a full-blown fuck-off sty. Like, that place, and those are the ones that only, if you blow up the carpets, all they are is passages to the next floor. Which, I mean, I guess if we're trying to rush boss rush, we could do... Yeah, I mean, we could. We'd be passing up a shop, and we'd be passing up an item room. We'd be passing up deals with the devil, too. Oh, man, this range is a nightmare. Alright, so let's not pass up... all these opportunities to snowball out of control, because ultimately we need boss rush, but we also need pretty desperately to be able to reasonably expect to beat the lamb and the dark level. And the dark level has humbled me, man, because I used to think that I was like, oh, okay, well, we'll just knock those out, we'll beat those and deal with them as they go along. There's part of me now that's realizing that if you don't take, I need to take my own advice and say, oh, well, as much as it pains me to give up these damage upgrade coins, balls of steel, 2 balls of steel pills, a luck upgrade, and whatever this is. Bombs are key. Yeah, okay. The balls of steel pills, yeah, and a health upgrade. The balls of steel pills, I think, are going to be worth it. Plus, I'm going to 100% trade this health away when we get our deal with the devil opportunity coming up shortly. So, might as well. I'm going to go ahead and do this too, because these skulls could give us anything awesome. Particularly black hearts, but... Oh, shit on me. Particularly, it could be black hearts, but, you know, we can get pills, we can get cards. Can we get pills? I know we can get cards. I don't know. I know we can get black hearts for sure, which I'm always in the market for, so... Alright, so this is going to be a mostly little brimstone room, I feel. Only because I can't get shots over the rocks, and I don't want to use... Like, our bombs have proven relatively useful, so I don't want to blow them on getting the rocks out of the way. So let's go ahead and come in here, we'll fight whatever the fuck this guy's name is. I'm going to call him Iron Patriot, because I don't really know for sure. I know I would recognize his name the moment I saw it, and I always just... I scoot through the fucking little cut scenes that tell me whether or not what their names are, and I just kind of roll on by. Yeah, we'll go ahead and do this. I mean, at this point, like, who are we kidding? Like, who are we trying to convince that we need to do an overpowered run, or that we're not doing an overpowered run? So, at this rate, now let's give the game what it wants, and clearly this is one of those days where the game wants us to choke it to the point that it can barely get the safe word out. That's fine, you know, like, I'm not here to judge you on what your freaky deeks are. I'm down with a little choking once in a while. I might as well pop balls of steel. This is a setup that's like classic secret room, and it wasn't. Holy shit, that's so weird. That normally is the secret room. What about here? I'm still in the market for any cash that's laying on the ground. Yay! And I guess we'll go ahead and... Did I need to pop that? I couldn't tell. I didn't know. Yeah, I don't think I needed to pop that. That's fine. We are crazy out of control. At this point, I would just take the ability to fly and call it good. Like, I won't ask you for anything else, game. Just give me the ability to fly, and I will make this as painless as humanly possible. Since we're not going to boss rush, I will be thorough. Still could do with that range upgrade. I've got the demon baby is shooting nearly as far as I am at this point. Come on. I don't know who killed it, but I'm glad that they did. Yeah, we are cruising at this point. Oh yeah, we haven't been to our item room yet. Dude. Bum friend, I can't. Like, normally I am one of your biggest proponents, especially as we get later on in the game and we don't necessarily need the money. But as it stands right now, there's really no reason for me to not hold on to any money I can get my hands on, because it's an inherent damage upgrade. So, normally, bum friend, I am on your side. Today, such is not the case. Wow, and we pick up the small rock, so there's sort of our trifecta of, like, any damage upgrade that we can think of on the fly has basically shown up now. I am going to check this just to be sure. Yeah, it's just a pathway straight down. Honestly, that'll save me the walk back, so let's go ahead and do it. I'm sure I know that I left the balls or steel pill behind. That's pretty nitpicky at this point, and like I said, I am running up against a 1 o'clock phone call, so I'm gonna blow through. Jesus Christ, we are doing so much damage. Welcome back, Taffy. Don't ever leave again. Thanks, Orange Jesus, I won't. I'm sorry that we fought over my illness. My lord. Let's go ahead and take a peek in here. I mean, if we can get Guppy on top of everything else that's going down. Balls of steel. Pheromones. I just don't want to accidentally push that out of the way. I'm not taking Bob's brain. I have literally no desire to take Bob's brain. I'll take the balls of steel pill and thank you for your time. I'll go ahead and do this just for the damage upgrade. Or for the one-room damage upgrade. Plus there's a battery sitting on the floor. I'm burning through spirit hearts that I shouldn't otherwise burn through doing that. And yet at the same time, ask me if I give any shits. Ask me if I give a modicum of a shit. I don't give a modicum of a shit. We got spirit hearts falling out of our balls right now. We are just fine on spirit hearts. Thank you very much. I will take any... Like, this is one of those rare cases where you actually have found a reason to want money past this floor, which never happens. Like, it almost never happens that you end up in a place like that. I could use the nail to break all those skulls. I'm not gonna. I really am at this point just kind of cruising to victory. So I guess next up we'll have an Eden run, which is sometimes fun, sometimes a tremendous pain in my ass. God, I want the ability to fly. Hey! I was content to let myself die there. Or not die, but take damage. I wasn't gonna, like, throw the run. We don't have a... fuck, okay. Trying to figure out exactly how... Like, it's one thing to bring this devil-may-care attitude into this room, be like, oh, I'm gonna get a key, and then not get a key. It's a nut... Oh, fuck. Might as well, right? That's the ability to fly, so that's fine. I'll go ahead and use my balls of steel pill. Yeah, that's it. I mean, that's the last thing I asked for. So, good on you, game. I appreciate you cooperating. I will do everything in my power to make it as quick and painless as humanly possible, which includes at this point kind of like skipping entire floors. I don't care, man. Woo! Look, it's a spider room. Woo! Been watching a lot of Bob's Burgers lately. I feel weird. You know, I feel weird because I have missed a lot of recordings. I couldn't speak. I couldn't speak. So there's like nothing for me to do there. So I'm hoping to systematically get back into it. Just a little bit at a time. Dark Bum. Yeah, I'll take Dark Bum. That's good. That's worth the 3 hearts. It'll pretty much pay back immediately. So I will do as much as I can fit in. I'll try to get back into Nuclear Throne. I'll try to pick up on Hearthstone again. I don't feel like I'm comfortable saying that we're gonna jump right back into recording everything and just start to, like, yeah, I'm gonna get back to 4 uploads a day. I'm probably not. I still have some hoarseness going on that is, I don't want to make it worse. Like, I don't want to declare myself back and in full form. It's like, you know, if you have an athlete for your favorite team and you know that he's hurt and he rushes to get back from an injury and you're just like, dude, don't do that. You're going to put yourself on the IR. And then they put themselves on the IR by tearing an MCL or something like that. And you're like, the whole time, everyone's just saying, just come back at a rate that's safe. We've got Northern Lion and Biznap and Bear Taffy on the team to carry us until you get back. Okay, well, you know, I should listen to that. I should be, you know, sort of respectful of what my body's trying to tell me, and what my body's trying to tell me, I think, is that I need to sort of, I need to be careful about not making it worse in an effort to prove that I'm all better. So, I don't want to make any timetables or tell you guys that something's coming when it's not necessarily coming for sure. I will put out recordings for things as fast as my body feels capable. I feel about 85% right now. Which is awesome, because I felt like 30% over the weekend. Yeah, man, I'll probably drop in on, like, Nuclear Throne and Darkest Dungeon, and you know, I'll try to get back into the Daily Isaac, just to, you know, get back in the groove, and then at some point, you know, I need to address the fact that I feel like I need a new, not necessarily a new game, like I need a game that nobody's ever heard of, but I feel like I need to maybe figure out how to transition. I need to find an end game for Darkest Dungeon until they release a big patch or something, and figure out something else to put in its stead. Not necessarily because I feel badly about Darkest Dungeon, but I just, you know, I want something fresh. And maybe if I don't replace Darkest Dungeon, maybe if I, you know, don't even replace it, I just, I don't know. I want to be looking at new stuff. I want to see what's possibly out there for us that we can alter things up. But you know, if anything else, I really kind of need to figure out how much my body can take over the next little bit, trying to get it all pulled together. I feel like the sad part of this is that we lost some really good momentum based on, you know, Ian and that and our partnership and everything. I don't think it was something we can't come back from, but it was frustrating that we had gotten all this really good momentum and the new Twitch partners arrangement and everything, and then I was gone for a week. And I'm going to be gone for a couple of days not next week, but the week after next, because I'm taking Grayson and Bug to Sesame Place up in Philadelphia, or up in Pennsylvania. So, blast assist, eh? Well, I appreciate you accommodating me at every step and turn of this entire run. So yeah, man. Oh, well, okay. I guess they can't all be game-breaking items. So yeah, man. You know, I'm gonna do my best to get back on the saddle. And this was kind of, as I was starting to feel better, some of the things that I had to do before I could record even this video, and the thing that I have to stop for is the music label. I have to take a call for that, and I had to make some calls for that, and that, you know, ultimately that's gonna be what pays my bread and butter, because I just don't think that I'm gonna be a full-time anything as far as YouTube and Twitch goes anytime soon. So this continues to be my hobby that pays for itself, and it's done, you know, it's done a pretty good job of doing exactly that, which is what I need it to do. So can I get through another floor before I have to pause it? Let's find out. We are powerful as balls, man. Which is good. These Lazarus runs always scare the shit out of me. Oh, that was Infamy taking a shot for us there. Excellent. Wow, this works out really well. I watched The Imitation Game last night. Benedict Cumberbatch, if you're listening, and I know that you probably are. I've long since suspected that you were a big Binding of Isaac / McLaffyTaffy fan. So if you're watching, you should call me so that we can be friends, and I will happily neglect one of my sons to be buddies with you. And, you know, it's something that feels like it's destined to happen. Just putting it out there in the universe that it could happen more quickly, that I would like to hang out with Sherlock. Oh, I don't think this is gonna happen. Let's see. Can we beat Mom? Wow, that dime is huge. That's a huge damage upgrade. We are coasting at this point. I'm really not worried about any aspect of this game from here on out. I am worried about running out of time. It's been a fast run. Like, I wish we could have knocked out Boss Rush too. Like, it seems like the kind of run where we could have just knocked off the entire half side of a Post-it note and been finished with it. Alright, looks like I'm gonna have to go take my call. I really am kind of hopeful. Come on, let me find Mom. Let's just do Mom. Come on, let's just do Mom. That's gross. Phrasing, Lana. Let's just finish the Mom fight, and then I can go take this call and feel like I'm at a pretty decent stopping point. Do I need this? I don't need this. Alright. And here, there we go. That's what I'm talking about. That's one spicy meatball. Here we go. I'm gonna do this for the damage upgrade just to ensure that we finish in a timely manner. There we go. The windows to the wall! Alright, I'll see you guys in just a second. Alright, let's get back into this thing and wrap this puppy up. My son Grayson just started Paddington, and as stupid as it is for me to say this and actually really, really mean it, I would like to go watch that movie. So, I'm not above it, man. What's the point of having an office in your house if you can't stop midday and watch Paddington with your kids? So that's what I'm gonna do. That said, you know, it always feels like, especially when you're in the middle of a one run, the first and only thing you really care about picking up is mapping ability, so that you can sort of like cut through the horse hockey, the bullshit the fecal matter of equines. I just, you know, it's not like this is in doubt anymore, so now it becomes the chore, the task of walking from room to room and exerting our clear dominance on everything that has the audacity to walk within a 10-foot radius of us. Yeah, no, I'm good. Like, you know, if I had a bunch of red hearts, maybe, and there's part of me that'd be okay with the heightened drama of being like, oh, well, now we only have a little bit of red heart health. Ooh. But instead, I think I'm gonna pass, because honestly, what could he give me? Like, honestly, if that was a regular judgment, yeah, shit, yeah. I was just sitting here talking about the fact that I wish I had the map or the compass. I could totally get one of those things if I had a regular judgment. But unfortunately for us, that was a demon judgment, and he would only take spirit hearts, because at this rate, he's gonna take full hearts over half hearts, and we don't have any half hearts to really give. Well, that's a shitload of spirit hearts, speaking of. This is gonna feel really good, because we've actually had a pretty rough go of it recently with... Well, that didn't work. Wow! Wow. We are literally walking through... That was it. That was three knife shots. Took us through that Satan fight. Mercy. Whew, I would fight Megastan if I had the ability right now. We didn't become... Wow. You know, like, I don't want to sit here and be like, oh, we didn't get any guppy items from that. That said, that is a pretty gross chunk. Yeah, there's really no reason to take any of that. That was, what was that, Thunder Thighs? That was, the Leo Stompy ability plus some health. I'll take Rotten Baby, obviously, that's a passive damage upgrade. This room would be a nightmare if we weren't doing a ridiculous amount of damage. I mean, look at that. This is like, the run you daydream of when you're having a shittier version of this run where you're limping along from room to room. We managed to do damage to the haunt in its transformation. I didn't even realize that was possible. That's insane. What is happening right now on this screen is absolutely insane. I'm gonna say that we killed the lamb in essentially 2 shots. And there's part of me that's like, you know, okay, yeah, sure, I would have loved to have picked up an item. I would have loved to have picked up an item from that first bevy of red chests. But what would I have even wanted? I mean, if it had given me guppy, I don't know. Like, clearly the amount of damage that our flies would do would be insane. Like, it would just be embarrassing, an embarrassing amount of damage, because right now we are one-shotting most everything. We're kind of like, I'm still trying not to use brimstone, but if there's like one even remotely super nitpicky drawback to what we're doing right now as far as damage goes, it's that the knife has super low range. I would love for the ability to you know, mercilessly slaughter something from across the room. Excuse me, I just had myself a little snack while I was waiting for the meeting to end. So ultimately, yeah, I mean, all the things that I'm talking... Oh, wow, the wafer. That's crazy. All the things I'm talking about now are, like, really just nitpicking for the sake of needing something to talk about. I have zero complaints. When you have the nail and you just don't use it because it inconveniences you to hit the spacebar, you are cakewalking through your run. So our sole inconvenience at this point in time is that our knife doesn't go very far and that we don't know where we're going. Other than that, this is the kind of run that you have dreams about. I wish that we had steamrolled, and ultimately this is my fault. I wish that I played at such a clip that we could have knocked out Boss Rush with this run, because this run is devastating. But we missed out on that, and I think it's just because I have a hard time passing up the ability to see everything on a floor, because I feel like the one thing I miss is going to be the one thing that makes a difference. So, I know that I started the other half of this commentary a little while ago. I'm going to take a couple of victory laps because I feel like this run deserved it. We're going to try to start to post. Hopefully we will be streaming tonight if we're not streaming at the moment that this video goes live. We'll try to stream tomorrow night as well, and I'll start to try to post things up on the channel and get back into a rhythm wherever I have the space, time, and physical ability to accomplish said task. Either way, thank you guys for your patience. Thank you for your overwhelming amount of support that people have shown during this weird period of illness. I was worried that people are going to be like, quit being a pussy and get back in front of the microphone, but the 99.999% of people that have shown up to talk to me have been like, dude, Taffy, if you sound miserable, we're not going to have fun, so take your time and come back when you're ready. Well, I feel like I'm ready, so thank you guys for your support. Let's get this puppy back up on its feet. If this comes out before the stream tonight, I will see you tonight. If it doesn't, I will see you during the stream on Wednesday. Either way, thank you for tuning in. On behalf of the denizens of the cave and myself, my name is Taffy. That was a Balls of Steel peel, and I am out. Did we get anything? We didn't get anything. Wait, I'm out. We're up to 6. That's awesome. We needed a boss rush. That's fine. We'll do it next time. I'm out.